So it's less than a month now till Rachel Reeves' next autumn statement. What will she do for landlords? Who knows? Well, there's been talk about national insurance on landlords, changes to capital gains tax, stamp duty, the way profits are taxed generally, income tax rates. All of these things would affect landlords. One thing that you might think wouldn't affect you is changes to the VAT threshold though. Now, it's true that most landlords don't have a VAT issue. VAT is only really charged on holiday let income and some commercial property. But at the moment, the threshold is £90,000, and there's talk about bringing the threshold down to £30,000. What does that mean? It probably means basically all holiday let income would be chargeable to VAT. Why? Well, unless you've got a really small, very poorly let holiday let, you're probably getting 30 grand a year on it. Even a modest holiday let in Newcastle, where I am, will pull more than 30 grand in, even at 75% occupancy. So yeah, quite an interesting one. What does that mean? Well, at the moment, people have set up a lot of complex structures to try and avoid the VAT threshold where they've got multiple holiday lets, including multiple companies per property. It was always a dangerous game because of aggregation, where HMRC could just say it's one business anyway and make you charge VAT on the lot. But if they drop the threshold, all of that cost will now be completely unnecessary because there'll probably be VAT on all holiday let income. Now, what does that mean? Well, everybody's staycations will be more expensive because generally the trend will be rent increases. And it also means that there's a fair marketplace now, because the irony is someone with 20 holiday lets has to charge VAT, someone with 3 probably does, 2 maybe not. So ironically, the smaller holiday let owners get a disproportionate advantage because they don't have to charge their guests VAT. Well, that won't be the case. So we'll see what happens. What would I do? If I was changing the VAT threshold, I would probably bring it down in line with the MTD's kind of levels of registration limits. So 50k from April, 30 from the year after, 20 from 2029. Most people won't like that, but again, it would level the playing field. Every person in business, other than the pure hobbyist, would just have to charge VAT. It'd be far simpler. What would I do in return? I would probably drop the rate. Maybe 15%, 17%, depending on what the numbers showed were affordable. It would simplify VAT and it would reduce the overall rate.